In the tranquil garden, Beauty kneels, her touch nurturing the vibrant blossoms. Nearby, her sisters sit, their vanity a stark contrast to Beauty's gentle care. They primp and preen, each gesture a testament to their self-absorption. Their discontent whispers through the air, a constant hum of dissatisfaction. Beauty remains absorbed in her gardening, oblivious to their petty complaints. Inside the quaint cottage, Beauty is lost in the pages of a book, bathed in the warm glow of the fireplace. Nearby, her sister's excited chatter fills the air as they dream of suitors. Their father, the merchant, carefully packs for his journey, oblivious to his daughter's preoccupations. Beauty remains absorbed in her book, the fire casting dancing shadows around her. The sisters' voices rise in anticipation, their dreams as boundless as the open road. The father's preparations near completion. A journey beckons, promising both adventure and peril. In the heart of the forest, Beauty's father rides deeper into the misty depths. The dense fog thickens, visibility dwindles as the forest's embrace tightens. A growing unease grips him as the path ahead blurs into an indistinguishable haze. Lost and disoriented, he strains to recognize a familiar landmark. Panic sets in as he realizes he is truly lost within the forest's misty labyrinth. A weary traveler approaches a large, imposing castle under the cloak of night. The massive castle gates slowly groan open, an ominous invitation into the unknown. Drawn by an unseen force, Beauty's father hesitates before stepping through the threshold. He steps forward, lured by the castle's silent beckoning. The gates loom behind him, their shadows stretching long and menacing. He disappears into the dark heart of the castle. The castle dining hall is resplendent with a lavish feast, a symphony of culinary delights promising untold pleasure. A warm fire crackles, casting dancing shadows that bring the ancient stones to life. Beauty's father sits at the table, surrounded by unseen hosts. His eyes widen in wonder. He eats gratefully, each bite a testament to the extraordinary hospitality he receives. The feast continues, each moment a testament to the magic that fills the enchanted castle. Beauty's father wanders into the castle garden, a sanctuary of life, his gaze lost among the riot of colors and forms. His eyes, reflecting a father's affection, fix on a single rose, its beauty a stark contrast to the thorns that guard it. Drawn by its siren call, he approaches, hand outstretched. With deliberate care, he plucks the rose, a symbol of his love for beauty. The crimson bloom, now severed from its stem, is held aloft, a token of love, destined for beauty. Across the manicured lawn, a shadow stretches, heralding the arrival of the beast. Rage contorts his features, a storm brewing within the beast. The beast's roar tears through the serene garden, shattering the tranquility. The very leaves tremble as the beast unleashes his fury. His voice echoes with a chilling promise. "You shall pay for this." The air crackles with the threat of impending retribution. In the castle dungeon, shadows flicker across the cold stone walls, where Beauty's father languishes in despair. Gaunt and weary, he is a shell of his former self. His voice cracks with desperation as he cries, "Please, I beg you, let me go. I haven't done anything wrong." His plea echoes unanswered in the cavernous depths. In the depths of the castle dungeon, Beast looms with imposing stature before Beauty's father. The air hangs heavy with cold and dampness, stone walls glistening with moisture. A single torch dances, painting the scene with long, eerie shadows. Beast's voice echoes through the chamber. "One of your daughters must take your place." Beauty's father stands, his face etched with worry. The torch continues to burn, casting dancing shadows. Under the open sky, Beauty's father appears, his face marked by worry and weariness. His every step shows exhaustion as he moves toward the distant cottage. The weight of terrible news burdens his approach to the familiar cottage. His voice cracks with despair as he calls out, "Beauty, daughters, I have terrible news." The cottage awaits, unaware of the shadow that approaches. With a heavy heart, he arrives, ready to shatter the peace within. Inside the rustic cottage, Beauty stands firm, her gaze a blend of fear and resolve. Her voice wavers as she bravely offers herself to the beast's castle. Her sisters exchange glances, a silent symphony of guilt and relief. A moment of quiet sacrifice echoes through the humble cottage. The weight of her decision settles as Beauty prepares to leave. In the heart of the forest, Beauty rides, a solitary figure, on her father's horse. Her resolve is tested, her posture firm, yet her eyes reveal the apprehension she cannot mask. Each stride of the horse carries her closer to the looming castle, a symbol of both fear and fate. The ancient trees watch silently as Beauty approaches her destiny, their shadows lengthening with the setting sun. As the castle gates loom into view, Beauty's heart races, her resolve unwavering despite the storm within. Under the cloak of night, Beauty approaches the imposing castle gates, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and determination. With a silent groan, the massive gates creak open, beckoning Beauty into the unknown. Hesitantly, Beauty steps forward, crossing the threshold into the beast's enchanted domain. Each footstep echoes through the silent courtyard, amplifying the solitude and mystery that surrounds her. The castle looms above, a gothic silhouette against the moonlit sky, its shadows dancing like specters. Beauty pauses, taking a deep breath, steeling herself for whatever awaits within those foreboding walls. In the castle's entrance hall, shadows dance, setting the stage for enchantment. Beauty steps into the castle, her eyes wide with wonder at the sight before her. A talking clock bows deeply, its pendulum swinging wildly in greeting. Dancing candlesticks twirl around Beauty's feet, their flames casting flickering light. A singing teapot trills a welcoming melody, filling the hall with warmth. The scene unfolds as Beauty is welcomed by the castle's enchanted inhabitants. The beast gestures grandly toward the library, its towering shelves promising endless stories. Sunlight floods the castle library, illuminating Beauty's awestruck expression. "These are all yours," Beast declares, his voice echoing in the vast space. Beauty stands speechless, overwhelmed by the gift of knowledge before her. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air, adding a magical quality to the scene. In the grand dining hall, shadows dance as Beauty and Beast sit far apart at the ornate table. Beast's voice echoes in the hall. "So, did you have a pleasant afternoon exploring the castle?" Beauty responds softly, her voice barely audible. "It's very large." Beast leans forward, his tone laced with anticipation. "Yes, it has been in my family for generations. I trust you found everything to your liking?" Beauty stares silently at her plate, avoiding Beast's intense gaze. Beauty enters the castle bedroom, a haven of luxury and solitude. She pauses, absorbing the opulence that surrounds her. Drawn to the window, she approaches, her footsteps echoing softly in the grand space. Beauty stands before the window, peering out into the darkness. The dark forest stretches out before her, a mysterious and foreboding expanse. Beauty's gaze lingers on the shadowy woods, an unspoken question in her eyes. Beauty wanders into the heart of the enchanted castle garden, where magic breathes life into every petal and ripple. She moves through the garden. Vibrant colors burst from magical flowers underfoot. Fountains dance in the light, their waters sparkling with an otherworldly glow. Lost in the enchantment, Beauty's smile widens as she embraces the pure magic of the garden. Sunlight floods the castle library, illuminating the age-old room as Beauty settles into a plush armchair. Her voice, a melodic echo in the grand hall, begins to weave a tale. Across from her, Beast sits, captivated, his gaze never leaving Beauty's face. He listens intently, drawn into the world she creates with her words. A gentle smile graces Beast's lips, a subtle sign of the change within him. The grand dining hall stretches into shadow, the vast space lit only by the flickering fireplace. Beast stands, a figure of imposing strength, yet his eyes betray a hopeful vulnerability. He speaks, his voice echoing in the hall. "Will you marry me?" Beauty's silence hangs heavy in the air, the unspoken answer a delicate balance of longing and hesitation. She finally responds, her voice soft but firm. "Not yet." Beast's hopeful expression fades, replaced by a flicker of disappointment that shadows his features. The ballroom glows with countless candles, casting a magical light on the scene. Beast sits at the grand piano, his large fingers dancing across the keys in a surprisingly graceful manner. Belle stands before Beast, her hesitation clear as she watches him play. Beast gestures, inviting Belle to join him on the dance floor. They begin to dance, their initial awkwardness slowly melting away as they find their rhythm. In the heart of the castle, enchanted servants orchestrate a culinary symphony, their motions precise and rhythmic. Amidst the clatter, whispers float through the air. "Do you think she is the one?" Another voice responds, tinged with hope and weariness. "The one to break the curse?" It's been so long. A third servant offers a glimmer of optimism. Perhaps. She seems different, kinder than the others. Moonlight spills through the arched windows of the castle bedroom, casting an ethereal glow on the sleeping beauty. Even in slumber, a troubled expression clouds her face as she tosses and turns, haunted by unseen worries. A sudden gasp shatters the stillness as Beauty jolts awake, her eyes wide with alarm. Her voice barely a whisper, she utters, "Father," the name heavy with worry. Her face is etched with a haunting mix of fear and resolve. In the castle, Beauty stands before the beast, her face a canvas of hope shadowed by apprehension. Beauty's voice trembles slightly as she asks, "May I visit my father?" The beast hesitates, his heart torn, then concedes with a reluctant, "Very well." He insists, "But you must use this magic mirror to see him." Beauty approaches her father's humble cottage, the heart of her simple life. Her sisters emerge, their smiles masking hidden intentions. A veneer of sisterly affection greets Beauty's return. Their eyes betray a stark contrast to their warm embrace. The cottage doorway frames a scene of deceptive welcome. Inside, the air thickens with unspoken rivalries and false graces. In the quaint village cottage, sunlight streams through the window, casting a gentle glow. Gertrude and Agatha are huddled over the rough-hewn table, their expressions twisted with dark intent. Malice sharpens their features as Gertrude and Agatha plot their scheme. Driven by petty jealousy, they conspire to keep Beauty away from the beast's castle. They fuel their plan with the hope that the beast's anger will prevent his transformation. The air crackles with their silent, wicked determination. Inside the quiet cottage, Beauty stares intently into the magic mirror, her expression a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The mirror's surface shimmers, then clears, revealing a distant scene of despair. The beast lies motionless in his castle garden, his form weakened and vulnerable. A wave of realization floods Beauty's face, her expression hardening with unwavering resolve. Beauty races back, the castle drawing nearer with each beat of the horse's hooves. The wind whips through her hair as she pushes her steed harder. The castle looms large, a beacon of hope against the horizon. She arrives at the castle, dismounting with urgency, her heart pounding. In the serene castle garden, Beauty discovers the beast collapsed, his life fading. Her heart aches as she rushes to his side, a wave of fear washing over her. Gently, Beauty cradles the beast's head in her lap, her touch tender and full of despair. Her eyes, pools of deep concern, reflect the fading light of his life. Tears well up as she fights to hold on to hope, her grip tightening slightly. The garden holds its breath, the fate of the beast hanging in the balance under Beauty's watchful gaze. In the castle garden, Beauty's heart shatters as tears cascade down her face. Her hand stretches out, a desperate plea in the empty air. A voice cracks with the pain of parting. "Please don't leave me. I love you." Her outstretched hand trembles, mirroring the turmoil within. Tears blur her vision as the reality of loss sets in. The garden, once a sanctuary, now echoes with the silence of heartbreak. Magic sparkles fill the air around Beauty and the beast, illuminating the serene castle garden. The castle, once shadowed, begins to shimmer with renewed life and hope. The garden itself seems to breathe again. The air is filled with possibility. In the castle garden, the beast's form begins to shift, his fur receding, his features softening. Beauty watches in astonishment as light shimmers around the beast. The transformation intensifies, radiant light enveloping the beast. Before Beauty's eyes, the beast completes his transformation. The beast is now a handsome prince. The light fades, revealing the handsome prince in full. In the castle garden, Beauty's astonishment transforms into pure joy. Her face lights up with uncontainable happiness. She embraces the prince, her gratitude overflowing. The prince returns the embrace, his expression soft with affection. The castle ballroom, once faded, now bursts with light and music, a testament to a love renewed. Beauty and the prince begin their dance, their movements fluid and harmonious. The ballroom glistens, reflecting the joy and romance of the moment. In each other's arms, they find a world reborn, vibrant and full of promise. The dance continues, an eternal waltz in a castle restored by love. The grand hall glows, enchanted furniture shimmering as forms reshape. Servants, once teapots and clocks, now stand human again, joy lighting their faces. They embrace, their laughter echoing through the hall. Celebrating freedom, they begin to dance, their steps light and free, celebrating their long-awaited freedom. The castle hall is filled with warmth, the celebration of freedom echoing into the night. High above, Beauty and the prince stand together, the castle stretching behind them. They survey the kingdom, now free from the shadows that once plagued it. Sunlight bathes the land, a golden promise of a new era. The curse is lifted, and hope blossoms anew in the hearts of all. Together, they embrace the future, ready to guide their people into the light. In the castle chapel, the soft glow of stained glass bathes Beauty and the prince as they stand before the altar. Sunlight streams through the stained glass, illuminating their joyous union. The pews are filled with guests, their faces radiant with happiness as they witness the ceremony. The air is thick with the scent of lilies and roses, a sweet fragrance filling the sacred space. Beauty's radiant smile reflects the pure joy of the moment. The prince's eyes are filled with love as he gazes at Beauty. The village square bursts with color and music, a vibrant tapestry of celebration. Banners flutter in the gentle breeze, a dance of celebration against the clear sky. Tables groan under the weight of food and drink, a feast for the senses. Laughter and cheers erupt as Beauty and the prince are presented, their love illuminating the square. The villagers raise their glasses, a toast to the joyous union. The newlyweds beam, their happiness echoing through the heart of the village. In the castle's grand dining hall, a lavish feast unfolds, illuminated by flickering torches that dance on the ancient stone walls. Beauty sits beside the prince, the joy of liberation glowing in her eyes. Across the table, Maurice beams with pride, his heart swelling with happiness for his daughter. The servants move with newfound purpose, their servitude transformed into joyful service. Goblets are filled, dishes are offered, and the hall resonates with a quiet murmur of celebration. Sunlight floods the castle library, where dust motes dance in golden rays, illuminating an atmosphere of quiet serenity. Beauty and the prince share a moment of intimate tranquility, their love woven into the silence of the ancient library. Beauty's voice fills the air as she reads, captivating the prince with tales of love and adventure. The prince leans against Beauty, his eyes closed, completely consumed by her words and presence. In the castle garden, Beauty and the prince stroll, hand in hand, bathed in the golden light of day. Sunlight filters through the ancient trees, casting a magical glow upon the enchanted path. The air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the gentle breeze whispers secrets among the leaves. Beauty's laughter echoes through the garden, a melody of joy and contentment. The prince smiles, his eyes reflecting the love and happiness he has found in Beauty's presence. Moonlight bathes the opulent castle bedroom, where a gentle glow illuminates the space. Beauty, in her simple nightgown, stands gracefully beside the bed, her presence filling the room with warmth. Prince gazes at her with kindness, his smile reflecting the depth of his affection. A comfortable silence settles between them, charged with unspoken emotions and deep connection. Their eyes meet, a silent conversation passing between them. Under the radiant sun, Beauty and the prince appear on the castle balcony, their figures silhouetted against the bright sky. The castle balcony becomes a stage for unity as Beauty and the prince wave to the villagers below. A sea of faces gazes upward, villagers gathering in joyous celebration. Smiles abound as the villagers express their gratitude and affection for their benevolent rulers. The sun casts a golden glow, enveloping the scene in warmth and hope. In a display of unity, Beauty and the prince extend their hands in a gesture of goodwill and affection. Sunlight floods the castle kitchen, illuminating the joyful return to normalcy. Amid the clatter and sizzle, Mrs. Potts orchestrates the culinary symphony with a motherly smile. Lumiere, with a twinkle in his eye, flambés a dish, adding a spark of magic to the feast. Cogsworth meticulously ensures perfection, his former clockwork precision now dedicated to the grand table settings. The air is filled with the rich aroma of spices and roasting meats, a feast for the senses. 1,000 candles illuminate the castle ballroom, casting a warm glow on the revelry. Beauty, radiant in a golden gown, curtsies gracefully to a noble. The prince, handsome and regal, surveys his guests with a warm smile. Music swells, filling the air as couples begin to twirl across the polished floor. Laughter and lively conversation echo through the grand ballroom, adding to the joyous atmosphere. The scene captures the magic of the night, where dreams and destinies intertwine under the soft candlelight. Beauty's sisters stand frozen, their gaze drawn to the distant silhouette of the castle. Regret begins to darken their faces, a silent acknowledgement of their choices. The castle looms in the distance, a stark reminder of what they have lost. They exchange a look, a silent understanding passing between them. Their faces are portraits of remorse as they watch the castle fade into the horizon. Sunlight paints the castle chapel in vibrant colors, illuminating Beauty and the Prince as they stand at the altar. Their eyes meet, reflecting a profound and enduring love. Beauty and the Prince renew their vows, reaffirming their love. The prince's gaze is filled with adoration as he looks at Beauty. Beauty smiles softly, her love for the prince evident in her eyes. They stand together, their love a beacon in the sunlit chapel. In the castle garden, Beauty and the prince kneel together, their hearts entwined with the promise of new beginnings. With tender hands, they cradle a young rosebush, its delicate roots yearning for the earth's embrace. Their fingers dance together as they gently bury the roots, each touch a silent vow of love and devotion. Bathed in the sun's golden light, they nurture not only the earth but also the blossoming romance between them. The castle library glows with warmth, shadows dancing across the towering bookshelves. Beauty and the prince are seated together, their heads bowed in shared study. A symphony of silence fills the air, punctuated only by the crackling fire. The scent of old paper and beeswax candles creates an atmosphere of timeless tranquility. The two figures sit in comfortable silence, lost in the world of words. Bathed in the glow of a new dawn, Beauty and the prince stand in shared triumph on the castle balcony. Their radiant smiles are a beacon of hope, illuminating the kingdom with the promise of a bright future. Their love, a tangible force, binds them together as they stand for all to see. The castle below buzzes with life, a testament to their reign. In their gentle embrace, a kingdom finds its peace. Their love, a guiding light for generations to come.